Namah Shivaya. Vigyan Bhairava Tantra probably is one of the oldest books on meditation. As we have discussed, it is one chapter in Rudriyamal Tantra. And in Vigyan Bhairava Tantra, Shiva gives 112 keys to Parvati, 112 ways to realize yourself, to realize your Shiva nature. So today we will take one of the dharanas of Vigyan Bhairava Tantra. One should remember here that Hinduism, what we call today Hinduism, is actually its inner science. In most of the religions, we have various concepts how the creation was created, and every religion has its own way of expressing the reality. In most of the ancient Hindu texts, creation is considered in cyclic nature, that there is a cycle of yugas and there is a cycle of everything. Because when you say the universe is infinite, essentially it means that then the universe is a cycle. Or if you take an infinite line, it will become a circle. So this meditation is also, you can say, it is linked with this idea of infinity and circle. The meditation is उभयोर भावयोर ज्ञाने ध्यात्वा मध्यम क्षमा श्रेयेत युग पंच द्वयम तत्व मध्यम तत्वे प्रकाशते. It simply means उभयोर भावयोर ज्ञाने. When you establish yourself between the knowledge of two objects, ubhay means two, bhavyor jnane madhyam tattvam shamashriyet. When you establish yourself in the middle of two objects, in the middle of the knowledge of two objects, then what happens? The middle tattva or principle is enlightened. If you try to understand it, right now what you are lightening, let's say you are light of knowing. You are lightening the world. You are lightening the sight, you are lightening the sound, you are lightening the smell, touch, taste, you are lightening your thoughts. That means your attention lightens everything. When your attention goes towards a sound, you listen to the sound. When your attention goes towards some object, you see the object. Same way, touch, smell, taste and thought. Your attention goes to a thought, the thought appears. And when your attention is moved away from the thought, your thought disappears. So it means what you have to do is, if you go to any sight, sound, touch, smell, taste or thought, then your attention is on an object. But when you are not going to these sight, sound, touch, smell, taste and thought, then where is your attention? That is what we call middle, madhyam. So this meditation says that first take the knowledge of two objects and then find out the middle of those two objects, the middle stage of knowledge where there is no object. Let us contemplate on this. Take a sound and next sound. So take two sounds first. Remember, as we discussed, every sound happens in a cyclic nature. All these knowledges, if you observe carefully, they happen in a cyclic nature, like a circle. Like a sound will arise and the sound will set. In the same way, a sight will arise and the sight will set again. So just hear any sound. Any sound, if you hear, you will find that the sound starts with the silence and then sound goes back into the silence. That means, what is the Madhyam Tattva in this? What is the middle? Middle is silence. So establish yourself in silence. Take ashray. Ashray means support. Take support of this silence. And then your true awareness will be automatically enlightened. So now we started with sound because sound is more gross. It is easy to practice with sound. You can also practice the same with thought. Once you have started doing it on sound, then you can also practice it on thought. That okay, I have one object, that means I have one thought here. The thought started and then the thought disappeared. And then the next thought starts. What is between these two thoughts? So stay there. Take support of this middle. Another way is take your breath. Whenever you take a breath, you inhale and you exhale. So there is again a gap between your inhalation and exhalation. When you exhale one breath, before the next breath there is a gap. There is a space, you can say. Stay there. Take support of that space. So you can take support of all these spaces, or silence, or stillness. So establish or dwell in this stillness. Do not dwell in objects, but dwell in this stillness. When you dwell in this stillness, automatically your true self will reveal itself and you'll realize your true self. This is what we mean by this meditation. Om Namah Shivaya. So we want you to do this practically and share your experiences with us, and if any questions you have, please share with us. Thank you. Thanks for watching it.